Are we officially streaming? You are now live. Well, you can't see me yet, but you will in just a second. I was just doing my thing over on Periscope. Welcome, everybody, to the home studio here on a Tuesday. It's about to be Wednesday in 20 minutes. It's late. I was on Twitter, live streaming on Periscope, way longer than I expected to. I just kind of lose track of time over there. But last night, I debuted the YouTube Live. Didn't go very well. No thanks to a faulty Ethernet cable. Yeah, that's what held me back. Oh, Jessica, you're back. You had to pop in. You're so tired. I really appreciate that. Now you want me to go to midnight. You know what? I will. I will do this for a solid 20 minutes for testing purposes only. For no other reason than just to make sure that this video is significantly clearer, for better or worse. So this looks okay. I had to change some of the settings from Periscope to here on YouTube to enhance them. That's the other thing is I'm such a stickler on audio and video quality. Periscope is dirty. Let's just say it's dirty. Studio looks better on YouTube. All right. Yeah, well, I'm not using all the Twitter graphics like I was before. And at any time, I can just punch that up. Oh, please stand by. You know what? I should have one that says technical difficulties. I don't have one ready, but I'll make one, like the good old days of television. Technical difficulties, I got to say, in television, it's amazing we don't have more of them, considering how many moving parts there are at times, and all the things that we're trying to do, like all the extremes we're pushing people and the equipment to. We're trying to get the most out of our stuff. Speaking of that, all the other times you guys have seen me live stream, I've been using a desktop computer, a lot more powerful than this 2012 MacBook Air. I'm surprised this thing is holding up, to be honest with you. What I mean is, like, yeah, it's using 50% of the CPU. Oof. It says it's only putting out 11.6 frames per second. I'm trying to see if I move. If it is a little choppy there. So, maybe a new computer is, MacBook Air. I'm doing this on a MacBook Air. Have you ever had a situation where the studio is falling apart, but you have to keep a straight face because you're on the air? Well, Steve, because you're here on YouTube, maybe when you're done with this, I highly suggest you see my other video where... 17? Oh, look at that. Thank you for the update, Jessica. 17 people watching right now. See, I just got to stay on here long enough. It's like fishing, you got to keep the line out for the longer you keep it out, the better chance you have of catching some fish. Not that you guys are fish. Some of you are. Yes, so anyway, go back to one of my other videos, YouTube videos. It's on my playlist of Jose Canseco on opening night. The desk fell apart. The post-game desk fell apart on location at the Coliseum. This computer, you know what's crazy? The computer I'm using right here is the one that I thought reached its end. I do talk about that in the video. Alden, still rocking your 2011 MacBook Pro. It's awesome. Yeah, you know what? That's the thing about Apple products is, are they a little bit more expensive when you buy them? Yes. Do they give you a better life? Do they probably perform exactly how you want? Maybe better than their PC counterparts? Maybe. But do they last way longer? Yes, they most certainly do. MacBooks are bulletproof. I've seen a few reach unfortunate ends, but they were put through their paces. You know what I mean? Is there a way to comment in full screen mode? That's a great question, and one I'm not sure about because I'm still so new to this. You still use a 2008 MacBook Pro for DJing. I guess if it's just audio, right, then that's probably not surprising. Oh, I just clicked on the live chat here. You can put users in timeout. That's pretty funny. Use the pop-out chat option. Oh, you're talking to Emily. Got it. Yeah, so this, I think YouTube Live has a lot of potential here because I do like the chat room. I know Periscope is that way too, but unless you're watching it on the desktop, the chat comes up and goes away. I'm not sure what the interface and the experience is like for you on the phone as opposed to what I'm seeing on the computer. Jessica, you want to buy a MacBook but kind of want to wait until September. I agree. You know, you're at that weird point right now. If it's already June, and if in fact they are going to announce new products early fall, and they'll probably be out, you know, what, mid-October? You know what I mean? Like, why not wait another 3.5 months? Because the last MacBooks came out last year at this time. So, I mean, you're already dealing with, if you go buy one right now, you're getting a computer that's, you know, already a year old, so to speak. But yeah, I don't know. I was considering one because I need to do some editing at work. During games, I need to have that ability. And the MacBook Air, I do like it. It's been good. Man, this thing's hot right now. It's cranking hard. It's been live streaming for like hour 45. But it's just it's not meant for editing. It's just not. I'm surprised it's live streaming right now, to be honest with you. Riley, you had a dream where Doc Brown called me a nerd. It wasn't a dream. That was reality. That was 2 days ago. You were there. He left me a voicemail the other day. I feel so bad because I forgot to call Curtis back. I'd call him back here right now, but it's 11:45 and he's an early bird. You're just kidding. You're studying for Calc 3. Summer school starts next week in Sacramento. Man, you know what? Speaking of school though and dreams, I still have nightmares. Like, not as much anymore, but for the longest time, I had nightmares that I was about to take a test I didn't study for, that I couldn't get to the class, like I was late for an exam or lecture or something. I'm walking around this school that all of a sudden I go to, and I don't know where to go. I don't know my locker combination. Wow. Like, it's not like PTSD. When I say that, I associate that with real life stuff. Soldiers, seeing traumatic things in their lives that they have to go on with. Maybe people in the first responder category. Some of the professional things they endure, some of the things they see, they suffer from PTSD. And I'm not making light of this. I'm just saying to a much, much, much lesser degree, maybe some people have had like a PTSD school experience. Like, you should not have recurring dreams about, being tested and not doing well and pressure. And, quite honestly, I think I've put a lot of that pressure on myself, or nerves on myself to always be ready. And it's just crazy because nowadays I wake up from those dreams, and actually, I would say maybe even as, gosh, and I graduated college. I was done with college in 2003. This is 15 years ago. I would say, 10 years ago when I was 5 years out, I had a lot more of these, and then all of a sudden the next 5 years they really tailed off. But I still get them. Rarely, but still get them. And I wake up now just laughing like, dude, you haven't even been to a class in 15 years. What's your deal? Alden, you have those nightmares too. Yours involved showing up for finals after forgetting you'd signed up for the class at the beginning of the semester. There you go. That's another perfect example. Like, something so surreal, but your brain will play that trick on you. You had those nightmares while taking real analysis in your final semester of college. Riley says it shows you care. Yeah, I mean, it shows you care, but it also shows the stress I think it puts on you consciously and subconsciously. Your nightmare isn't Curtis showing up to the studio in a full-blown Batman outfit. We should get him a Robin outfit, you know? Or you know what? I'll get the Robin outfit if somebody else funds it. I can't in my right mind buy the Robin outfit and wear it. I can't do it. So what does everybody think of YouTube Live? We're holding better here, viewership-wise. I haven't even tweeted this out, which is pretty cool that there is some following already. Give me the opportunity, in fact, here just a second to share this with everybody. Let's see if I can get some people from Twitter to come on over. Live on YouTube right now. I don't know what to put in a tweet. Hey, come join us on YouTube. But that's what I'll put. Live on YouTube right now. Join in. All right, there you go. I just tweeted that out. Let's see if some people come on over. So I don't know if I've discussed this. If I tweet, be prepared to go past midnight. Oh, well, I'm 9 minutes away. I am going to get to midnight here. Better visually, it seems. Cleaner texting. You're talking about YouTube versus Periscope. Jessica says in 2003 you were in first grade. Oh, I was yeah, I was done with college. Smash that subscribe button. There you go. Do I point in this corner? Is the subscribe button down over here? If you could please smash that. That'd be great. $17 viewers at the time of the tweet. Let's see what happens, AJ. You know what? When you ask people to go from one platform to another, it's not easy. A lot of people just don't do it. And I get it. I'm the same way. You know, it's got to be really compelling. If I'm on Twitter, it's got to be really interesting for me to drop everything and come on over. William, you're already done subscribed. I appreciate that. I really do. You like the wall, Emily? Thank you. I explained it earlier, but I'll do it again. Home Depot, you can get reclaimed wood. There's about 3 sections worth here. So let me see. The wall, you're seeing it up to about that point. Let me see here, right there. It goes a little bit further, so there is some more, and I would say it's probably 7 by 7. And I cut it up a little bit to fit that way, and they come in one board length, so I cut some of those down to a certain size. But I did that. I put that on that wall, and on this wall, it's just kind of like a graphical backdrop. You can get those. We use those a lot in TV. In fact, you can still see the wrinkle line right there. I need to iron that one out a little bit more. That one's not going away. But yeah, that's all it is. That's TV's a lot of that. You know, it's really in the way you light it too. And I mean, watch this. If I turn that light off, it doesn't look so cool, does it? Right? Put the light back on, and there you go. So, yeah, I mean, lighting's everything. There's a light here. I have 2 hair lights. They're called hair lights. That one may need to be adjusted. This one too. They're supposed to shine on your hair, actually, to show a little contrast from the background to make it pop. And then there's a light back down there. And I actually have another one which I'm not even utilizing yet. May figure out a way to better use that. How long did it take for the wall? Oh, The colors are pretty. Emily says the other wall. Let me see. Oh, I can scroll up. Yeah. So this is just a printed like canvas type thing. You can buy that. Those are photographers use them. I think a lot too for like portrait backgrounds. To redo this whole room to acoustically treat it. I haven't really explained that either. This is the new studio. I moved out of the office I was in our house. I'm in a new secret location. Some of you have already got pretty darn close to what this is. But this is a space that I totally redid for this purpose, so I could record audio and video. The biggest reason, because my son needs to sleep at night, and my office is right next to his bedroom, so that's not good. It took me a good couple days of a couple hours a day to come in here and fix this studio up, this new studio. Most of it, the acoustic part was hard. The wall stuff was not that difficult, to be honest with you. Cut the wood, screwed the pieces in, leveled everything out. And honestly, I got lucky on where some of the screws are at. Like I didn't have any weird, fudge stuff I had to do. Like it all worked out pretty well. But yeah, that's Home Depot. Like that's $60 I think at Home Depot. And you could do that. I mean, you could do that inside your house and it would look really nice. I know AJ was talking about doing that behind like a TV mount. That would look sharp. And those reclaimed wood pieces are relatively thin. I bet you they're only like quarter to a half inch. So you could nail or screw a TV mount right through there. How long did it take for the wood wall? Yeah, I mean, if you have all the right tools, which I do, and we'll make a YouTube video on that pretty soon. Yeah, a couple hours, half a day, you'd be plenty done. If you kind of mentally scoped it out, mentally did the math about what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. And actually, the other thing too is this kind of ends at a certain point. Like if you wanted to go flush wall to wall, you may spend more time cutting and measuring. Yeah, this is simple and it looks really good. And honestly, I bet you if you searched out other places around the internet, I got them at Home Depot because I knew they were accessible. But I bet you there's even sharper looking ones. But this looks great. Did I rent a studio? No, I own this place. It's not glamorous, let me tell you, but I own it. Whisper. Puck Guy says whisper, and I'll get the bots back. Here, let me turn the music down. Hello, bots. I don't think there's bots on YouTube. I think the bots are only on Twitter. Can you hear that? Can you hear the fan noise of this computer? Here, hang on. You probably can't hear it. Yeah, the processor on this mic is probably too strong. But we got a loose mic. Studio's breaking. I've already broken it. I twisted the mic loose accidentally. That ain't good. Where's the banana phone at? What do you mean? Should I have one? Brody's the last man standing. Hey, it's almost midnight. I promised I would go till at least midnight. Show respect to the porn bots. Am I in the attic? Oh, that's a good guess. I am not in our attic. It gets really hot in our attic, and today wasn't a hot day, but when it's like 95, 105, 110, the attic is cooking up there. So no electronics up there. You thought I said 1 a.m.? Yeah, 1 a.m. Mountain Time, maybe. Oh my gosh, less than a minute to midnight. Am I in a tough shed? I am not. This is, believe it or not, there's real walls here. I'm surrounded by real walls and some windows. In-law unit. If you were holding your in-laws prisoners, this might be considered an in-law unit. You think I'm in a den? I am not in a den. It's the crazy part is, so like I can see, and this is the thing about TV. Like if you come into our studio at NBC Sports, you look at it and say, you look ahead at what you see on camera and say, oh, I recognize all this. This is what I see on TV all the time. But if you turn around the other way and you see what I see from, looking back at the cameras, you'd be like, what is this? This is it? That's just a blank wall over there. It's just like nothing. So that's kind of the thing, because I'm looking down here at the computer screen saying, wow, that looks pretty good. Like that looks sharp. And then I look around here and go, whoa, this is very primitive, but it works. Did that treehouse guy build you a studio in your tree? What, was there a treehouse guy? I'm not familiar with who that is, but no, I am not. I am not in a treehouse, nor am I at the treehouse at the Coliseum right now. Yvette, go Warriors! I would have to agree with you on that. Hey, if you get the chance, if you haven't seen it already, check out my "Are You an OG Warriors fan?" video. Want to clarify, I didn't make that. Ooh, we just passed midnight. I was a minute late. Sorry about that. I wanted to make this video because I hope it does get passed around even more than it already has been, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there right now who have been fans of the Warriors for so long, and they're seeing just everybody hop on the train as it's already full steam yet again and on track to win another NBA title. And I want fans to have something playfully that they can show their friends and say, hey, how do you do on this test? So take the test if you're a Warriors fan. And you know what? If you're young, I say at the very beginning of the video, if you're 30 or younger, a lot of it's going to be more of a history lesson than an official quiz that's accurate in portraying your fandom. So check that out. Eric says shooting too. I also have a video on that on YouTube. I've been populating the channel. Pretty soon, I'm going to drop the intro video to the channel. The one that I really hope gets people interested and gets subscribers and all that stuff. Will the Caps lift the cup tomorrow? 50-50 chance that they win tomorrow. I'm going to say 95% chance that they win the cup. So 50% tomorrow, 95. Let's say 90. 50% tomorrow, 90% overall chance that they win the cup. Oh yeah, the Cap. That's right. It's let me change that. Alden, 0% chance that anybody wins tomorrow. Because I'm looking at the. Although wait a second, now that you say it here on June 6th, tomorrow is June 7th. Okay, I see what we're doing here. I see what we're doing. Because right now it is Wednesday. Got it. I'm a little slow right now at this late hour. Oh, Treehouse Masters is a show. I have not seen that one. Strap in, everybody. We're going to half past the witching hour. What? What's happening here? Can we ever get a Warriors player on ice? Off season, of course. Clay would be down. I'm pretty sure no guy's going to risk that, even in the off season. Like, I don't know. If I made all my money, well, that type of money. First off, let's be honest. If you made that type of money on your ankles, knees, and joints and body, and you're an NBA player, why the heck would you risk any of that trying to skate? Like I know how to skate well enough. I know how to protect myself well enough in trying to play hockey. But if you have no clue, why would you even try that? Why would you risk all that? I don't know. I respect the athletes that do. I don't know if I would do it if I were them, though. Welcome back, Mad Bum. Who's that? Mad Bum. Is that a rugby thing? Mad Bum. Imagine the studio you'd have now if you'd bet Vegas to go to the final back in September. Yeah, I'd be broadcasting with like glass LCD panels, and you'd be my producer, AJ. Bumgarner? Madison Bumgarner? Is that like a clothing company? Madison Bumgarner. Where have I heard that before? Giants. Who? Like the New York Giants? Giants pitcher. Gigantes. Huh. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. Was there a football trade today? Madison Bumgarner would be a clothing company name. Okay, no. So I was throwing shade, as the kids might say. But how did he do, by the way? How did the Giants do? I'm out of curiosity. I honestly have no clue. How did you're gonna have to tell me here. What's this sports ball thing you're talking about? Hey, I'm just impressed that there's 23 of you here at midnight Pacific. I mean, that rules out pretty much anybody on the East Coast. Giants lost. Bumgarner went 6 strong. They lost 3-2. Oh, hey. Tell you what. The fact that team is hovering around 500. I think they're, 30-something and 30-something. The fact that they're in that ballpark, 500 record-wise, is without him, have been without him. That's amazing. Wouldn't have expected that. That's better than they were doing last year, but of course I know he was out last year for quite some time too. You're watching an awesome show on Netflix tonight. You missed the game. What show? What show were you watching on Netflix? What's the show I need to watch next on Netflix? My wife was watching 13 Reasons Why. Boy, that's deep. Like, I do like some deep shows, but yeah, seems like a lot going on there. Can we talk about how many injuries there have been so far this season? Unreal, Olivia. You know what? I already shot a YouTube video, which I'm going to put out here pretty soon, about specifically pitching injuries. Like, baseball can't be what it used to be without dominant pitchers. Think of the most popular big leaguers right now. They're all position players. Bryce Harper, Trout. Well, I guess Ohtani's trying to cross over in many senses of like pitcher and DH. We'll see how that ultimately goes. Judge, I mean, Mookie Betts. My point is, there's like not the Randy Johnsons anymore. There's not the Nolan Ryans anymore. Roger Clemens, Dave Stewart. Those guys don't exist. And it's not because there's not good pitchers. It's because good pitchers can't stay healthy. And it's amazing to me that we're still dealing with arm issues year after year after year. And it's just like the Tommy John epidemic is ridiculous. It's embarrassing, is what it is. So I've already shot this video on pitcher injuries. I can't wait to share it with you. I'm glad that there's some interest because it's just something I think we're looking at reasons why baseball is not as popular as it could and should be right now, and that to me is a huge one. Dave Cavill should do some scouting in South America and Japan. Well, I would assume everybody's doing it in Japan, but as for South America. I believe Franklin Barreto is Venezuela, from Venezuela. I don't know if baseball is as widely spread there as it is, say, like in the Dominican or Cuba, even. And I don't know how that goes nowadays. Not sure what that process is like. Baseball pitching needs a unicorn or two. I mean, honestly, if I asked you right now, tell me the top 5 pitchers in baseball right now, and you guys are already saying Bumgarner. I'm assuming he's on that list. Kershaw. Okay, who else? In fact, you know what? Give me, type it in. Give me. What my point that I'm trying to make here is that you're going to get to about 3 or 4 and say, I don't even know who the 5th is. What if I just said 10? Verlander, I agree, no doubt. But we're still at 3. Is Chris Sale? I see that one too. Is Chris Sale, is he in that top-notch group? Is Kershaw anymore? I don't know. I agree though. Sale is good. Scherzer, okay. Yeah, AJ makes a good point. So many pitchers that were huge 2 years ago have faded hard, and that's Syndergaard. I agree. But I mean, okay, so even if we get to 10, we're going to get to 10, and it's going to fizz out hard at 10, after 10. Strasburg, okay. The funny thing is I'm looking at all these National League pitchers, Strasburg and Syndergaard included, and just by nature, I'm going to yawn. This is not good. By nature, I watch so much American League baseball because of the A's that, I really don't feel like I have the most tremendous grasp. I watch highlights, I see stats on all the National League guys, but DeGrom, Lester, now I don't know. Lester 4 years ago. Well, it's on the A's 4 years ago. Paxton. Maybe Manaea soon. I hope so. That would be awesome. Yeah, talking about the National League makes me yawn. I wonder if, I didn't put my phone number up at all here. I also didn't, let's see here. What else can I do while I'm live streaming? I hope this saves. Oh, is that a kid laughing in the back of this music? By the way, the music I'm playing is from Epidemic Sound. It's a service I subscribe to, and it's video. It's songs you can use, audio you can use on your YouTube channel. Riley says, I think any pitcher getting paid over $7 million a year should be included in the top 10. I agree. But I'm saying performance-wise, so you're right. There you go, AJ. Call or text. The phone line is right there. And when you say call, what it really means is call, leave a voicemail. I'm doing this right now, so nobody's going to pick up. No champagne showers. I'm scared to play copyrighted music on YouTube. Although I think I think licensing-wise it's okay on the live stream. I don't know how it works. Paul Blackburn is nearing a return with the A's. No, and I look forward to that. The A's need more pitchers coming back than they do going out. Been a rough season trying to patch together a rotation. Just claim fair use. I wish I could. Been slapped on the wrist a lot of times in my life, unfortunately. It is not fun. Let's see here. What else can I do? I'm just kind of playing around with the YouTube experience. I've not done a lot of live broadcasting on YouTube before. I do like this though. Uh-oh. What did I just do with the chat? Oh, I thought I dumped out of it, but I didn't. That's good. Ooh, favorite brewery in the East Bay. I love Fieldwork. I haven't been there. I still have not been there, and I feel so terrible for that. Love Altamont Brewing. Fantastic beers there. And I also love Danville Brewing in Danville. So those would be 3 of my favorites. I've had a lot of other beers that I enjoy, breweries that I enjoy, but those are the ones that. Oh yeah, so AJ, what's up with that? There used to be effects on here, right? That you could use, or was that a Google thing? I know Google is YouTube, but Yvette, thank you. I will see you tomorrow on A's pre and post game live. Pre-game at 4:30, post game afterwards. Puck Guy got in trouble for playing Sarah McLachlan when Mike Brown was waived. Did you really tribute him like that? Google killed it. Oh. Live streams are okay, but you'll get a strike if you post this video to your playlist. I see. All right. Well, I don't think anybody's going to want to go back and look at this video later, so maybe I won't post it. Riley, you'll see me tomorrow. All right. I think, you know what? We just dropped down below the 20 mark. I think people want to go to bed. So I appreciate it so much that you check this out. These are going to be way better in the future. Yeah, I promise that. Ooh, trending pop. That's a playlist. That's too slow. We're not ending on that. We're going to the Work That Body playlist. We're going to end on a jam here. Rob says, I got a copyright issue recording at Denny's. What? How does that work? Yeah, I mean, look, I usually do these late at night just because it's the free time that I have. I'm not competing against you watching a game right now. 12:30. I'll be horizontal at 12:30. AJ. He did one of the Giants shows with the music in the background and got copyright issues. Uh-oh. That's not fun. Anyway, Christine, yes, I am on A's pre and post tomorrow. I just had today off, just so that I could have 2 days off with them traveling on Monday. So, I think I'm back tomorrow. And by the time you see me tomorrow, I will have gotten a haircut. Definitely have that arranged because I know it doesn't. I know you're gonna say, "Oh, it doesn't look long here," but man, I can feel it right now. Like beard is too long, hair is too long. It's all need to clean it up a little bit. So doing that tomorrow. Prediction for the Dubs. I want to be conservative in my guessing and say that they might lose one of these two. So I don't know if it's going to be Game 3 or Game 4. But I've also said this. I was talking to Bip Roberts the other day randomly about the Cavs, and I said this might be Game 1, as close as they got to winning it in the final seconds of regulation. That might be as close as they ever get to winning a game in the series. LeBron hit 51 in that game. Still lost. Who else is going to step up? What does he need to score? 71? So I think I wouldn't be shocked if the Warriors swept. But I also hit my IKEA desk again. I also think it's a highly, I think it's a likely chance. It's a decent chance that the Cavs win a game here in Cleveland. Do you take the hair lighting to your salon to make sure it renders on TV? No, the hair. What? Oh, you're saying like, do I take these lights to get my hair cut tomorrow? No. Don't do that. That LeBron meme from Game 1. All right. No LaCroix this evening. Although I need one right now. I'm a little parched. I've been talking for like almost 2 hours straight. So, anyway. Again, everybody, if you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you did. I'll be doing more of these live streams here, but that's not even the good part. The good part, I hope, is all the pre-produced videos I'm going to do, taking you behind the scenes places. Sports rants, reactions to things. Let me see if I have. Emily says there's a text message here, so I'll check it. Oh, you know what? There's been a couple. there have been a couple here. Here's one. My son is 11. He thinks he's the next Brody Brazil. I obviously don't know my stuff, but he knows his stats. He wanted to try a YouTube podcast, so I said yes. It's 5 minutes long. All right, you know what? We're going to, here we go.
All right, welcome to End to End, the hockey podcast.
Oops. Sorry. I accidentally hit pause there.
We will discuss everything and anything we can on hockey, and especially right now we have the start of the Stanley Cup Finals happening with Washington versus
Vegas Golden Knights.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Jaden.
We're here.
I like Jaden's wearing the Humboldt Broncos shirt. That's awesome.
From one end of the ice to the next. So let's start Stanley Cup Game 1.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a hard game for both teams, especially the goalies, with both teams have very offensive play.
Yeah.
William Karlsson, Alex Ovechkin will go face-to-face.
That's pretty cool. Dad and his son doing a hockey podcast together. That's awesome. I will watch the... It's just not fair for everybody still watching this to hear that only and not see it. But I'll watch the rest of that. I just wanted to get a taste of what that was like. That is so cool. That is awesome. That's, hey, you know what? That's where it started for me. And by the way, I uncovered some video of 13-year-old me making, you know, not the first video ever, but one of my first videos ever. You will see that on the YouTube trailer that I'm working on. Here's a text from the 925. What's your favorite sports uniform? For that matter, A's uniform as well. I mean, the Sharks teal. I still think that has bite to it. Oh, you can do a screen share on YouTube. Can you? I'm not sure how to do that. Let me see here. I don't really see how to do that. Well, anyway, I will look that up at some other point. I like the Sharks teal sweater. I think that's awesome. But as for the A's, the one that's been my favorite now for a good 5-6 years is the gold. The gold is awesome. And I would also have to say that the brand new Kelly Green, phenomenal. I did not know what to think when they came out. You know, it's hard to place it with just the top and not the full jersey. But seeing that with the Kelly Green hats and the batting helmets, the A's really, really did that right. They really did. Emily, love the broadcast. Thanks for all the fan interaction from the 209. I appreciate that, and I will also never give anybody's full phone number out. So. You can trust me on that. All right. Well, that's it, everybody. From the A's GM, what's the first move I make? Here, that's a great question. I'll answer it as the last one here. I would start to lock down the guys I know I truly want. Maybe it's Chapman. Maybe it's Olsen. I know Manaea was, you know, obviously he was at a peak of popularity, you know, after the no-hitter. But I think locking down one of these young guys that you know you're going to do it anyway, just do it now. See, you know, like that. I think, imagine Matt Chapman signs, and look, there's so much going on behind the scenes. The A's just had the draft. Maybe they will now that it's over. But let's say that, you know, out of nowhere here in 2 weeks, the A's say, all right, we've signed Matt Chapman to a 5-year deal, 6-year deal, 7-year deal. Oh, that's awesome. Like, all the talk, all the, you know, you guys, you know, don't keep your players. And the A's have said, no, we're changing that. We are going to keep them. That's the first big step in that right direction. So anyway, all right, that's enough for me. Again, if you could subscribe, that'd be awesome here before you leave. Watch some videos. But thanks for being here on the channel. We'll do more of this. We'll do lots of the good stuff. All right? Take care, everybody. Peace out, everybody. Good night.